pretty hard. I got thrown. I'd leave that kind of work for them that can hack it.
Gee, I'm sorry you get... Oh, I'm sorry.
That happens. You studying or watching?
Oh, a little of both.
What I was trying to say back there was, you break something at your age, you'll mend quick. Easy ride for a young buck. Yeah. Don't mind, just saddle my horse. Sure.
Hey, Bronco, I heard you had a spill today.
There's no order here for a new windmill.
Well, Paul, the crew only struck water out there yesterday.
Then we needed the windmill yesterday.
Well, fine, I'll ride into Virginia City.
Never mind, I'll take care of it.
Oh, it could have been a dry well, too, you know.
Yes, but it wasn't. This Cass Breckenridge, that North Ranch foreman, the fella you hired 6 months ago when I was in San Francisco.
That was a year ago we hired him, Paul.
Whenever. I see he's been buying some land for us.
Well, if you mean the Tumble K, it sort of fell into his lap.
No owner died, and the widow wanted to sell it and move east. Got it for a good price, $7 an acre.
I thought he was to report here in person from now on, not report anymore by mail.
Yeah, well, that's what we thought.
Yeah, Paul, maybe you got tied up with that land deal or something.
Look, it's not important. I'll go up and talk to him next week.
I'll take care of that. Mr. Conrad, I wouldn't...
Hey, you all right? Took a pretty good fall there, huh?
You okay? You're quiet. You come in and get your money. That figures. He gets thrown twice in one day. Hurts him where he lives. You gotta have somebody to stomp. Here's your pay. Any man that's been around horses as long as you have ought to have brains enough to check the cinch before he mounts up. You've been riding that chair so long that you don't know how soft you are or how much time is chopped into you. It's a good thing you got the chair. Big outfit. People to fetch and carry for you because you sure couldn't cut it out there where the work is. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Ben Cartwright. Big name. But if you had to ride the grub trail out where nobody knew you, Ben Brown, not Ben Cartwright. Straddle on a piece of crow bait. No fancy clothes, no fine rig. Nothing but dust in your pockets. You couldn't get a job. And if you were lucky enough to find somebody to take pity on you, you wouldn't last to find a bunkhouse. Well, that's your opinion. It's what I know. I'll bet you my shirt, pants, boots, and this $21 that you couldn't get a Ben Brown job and keep it long enough to collect a full payday. Think about that while you're riding your chair. Couldn't cut it with a work edge.
Mr. Cartwright, good morning.
Well, good to
Seen
see
you
you.
for a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's good to see you. How have you been?
What are you doing up this way?
I need a favor from you. Let's go inside. You get me a cup of hot coffee, I tell you what.
Who better than that to give you a whole breakfast?
Good. I'm hungry enough to eat one.
Fine.
Evening. My guess is you're just fixing to leave.
Well, not just yet. My horse is hurt.
You know you're on my property.
I know it's Ponderosa property.
Meaning you did see the signs. Meaning you did come through my fence.
Came through one of the gates.
Where you headed?
Up country? North?
Maybe do a little hunting? Take an antelope or two?
No.
You'll be the first saddle stiff that didn't. And those antelope will be wearing cowhide and the Ponderosa brand when they're shot. Just stand easy. What's your name?
Brown. Ben Brown.
Have you noticed, Mr. Breckenridge, that most of these bums all go by the name of Brown? Must be the third one we caught this month.
Yeah, well, you're poaching or hiding one. You got someplace special to go, Mr. Brown, or are you just riding?
Hiding? Till I find work?
Oh, no saddle stiffs on my payroll. Oh, I don't even want the likes of you riding through. I let one of you stay, and next thing you know, you'll be swarming all over the place. You're getting out of here, Mr. Brown. Same way you came in.
I will. At daylight.
You leave now. And we'll be back this way in an hour or two. And you had better be long gone.
Just about dead.
What do you want?
Well, my horse is lame.
Hang your gun belt on the hitch rack.
See, my horse is lame, and well, I need some medication and feed and rest overnight.
All right, mister. Step inside and we'll talk. Sit down.
His horse is hurt, like he said. What's your name?
Now go on, tell her.
Ben Brown.
Say who we are, Paul.
Paul Walker. I'm Mrs. Sally. This here's the Raptor W Ranch.
How come you picked our place?
Then I saw the light, and my horse had gone just about as far as he could. I was hoping I could stay in your barn overnight out of the wind.
Well, we've had supper, but there's the savings on the stove.
That'd be extra work, ma'am. I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Shames me I didn't offer sooner. We never used to have to wait a minute to offer anybody potluck.
Yeah, until we learn better. Where you from, Brown?
South, Carson City way.
His ain't a Ponderosa horse. I studied the brand.
You can wash up on the porch. Sally will fix you a meal.
Thank you.
You holding that rifle won't help his appetite any.
Oh, no, I expect not. You know, I took him for a common drifter at first, but he seems to be better spoken than most I've met.
You let him stay, won't you? Cold wind blowing, he's near beat out.
Plenty of room in the barn. I suppose he's welcome.
No, I got a feeling about him, Paul. He could be the answer to all our...
To your prayers? You back to praying again, Sally?
Well, I never stopped.
Be 2 or 3 days before he's healed and fit to ride.
I can lead him. He won't like it. You can walk with me.
Walking will hinder the healing. Stall's not being used. You're welcome to stay.
Well, that's very kind of you. Some work that needs doing, I'd be happy to do it.
Told you.
Well, she's been pushing me to ask if you're looking for a job.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Yes, I do need an all-around hand. I'm afraid to be trading your bedroll for a lantern or just about. Hard work, short money. $10 a month and found. I know it's not enough, but it's all I can afford to pay.
Good meals. You won't go hungry.
You've hired yourself a hand.
Good. I'll call you son.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Come on, Sally.
Good night.
Good night. Mr. Brown?
Yes?
There's, something I gotta say. It wouldn't be honest not to tell you this. But you go to work for me, and you're right in the middle of a range war. Be just the two of us. Against a ranch called the Ponderosa. And its owner, a thief named Ben Cartwright.
Cartwright. Yeah. Seem to have heard that name.
Now, look, you can just change your mind and move on. No hard feelings.
Well, I need the job. I think I'll stick around.
Good. Well, I should have told you. Battle Axe is just plain mean in the morning. He hates to go to work.
You told me.
Mr. Brown. We got a lot of work to do.
I want another whack at him. We just get
No, I can't risk it. All busted up, you're no good to me. As soon as we get this section finished, Mr. Brown, you can take a rest if you feel the need to.
Thank you. What about yourself?
I can't afford to. As soon as we get this fence built, we can get to the important work.
Such as?
Gathering up what's left of my herd. 240 head last count. Most of them are in that brush and up those draws.
That's funny. Good grass out in the open.
Well, they didn't hit that brush on their own. You might say they were encouraged some. You see, that's government grass out there. And the grazing rights are leased to me. But there's no way I can stop riders from crossing it. And they do. Ponderosa riders. 2 or 3 at a time, not going anyplace, just driving my cattle into the brush.
You see him do it?
No. No, they keep a lookout. Time I get here, there's nothing in sight but jackrabbits.
If I was you, I'd tell the law about this.
Oh, I did that. Had myself a 40-mile ride for nothing. The sheriff says I have to have proof, and proof I haven't got.
This war I hired into. How long's that been going on?
Oh, for me, about 3 months. Come on, get up there. Get along. Before that, Breckenridge was busy with old Charlie King at the Tumble K.
Busy? How?
Oh, haystack fires, cut fences, poison. Old Charlie had 600 head. Had 2 top hands before Breckenridge ran him out of the country. Then the rustling started. I got no proof, but I'd say that Breckenridge was doing some night riding. And old Charlie, he tried to do the work of 3 men until his heart gave out. Then Breckenridge bought the Tumble K. Bought it for Ben Cartwright. $1 an acre. 1 lousy dollar. Buildings, chattels, all the livestock that was left, about 200 head.
$1 an acre. Seems to me somebody ought to do some talking to Ben Cartwright.
After what he did to Bertha King, not me. The only place I want to see him is over the sights of a rifle. But he stays out of sight. Breckenridge does all of his rough work, him and some hired guns. The main reason we gotta get that fence finished is so we can hold my cattle on my land till I can get the buyer out here from Unionville. We'll start at the top of that north slope and drive them out of the brush, then drift them down to that holding ground.
I packed the lunches. And you tell me where and I'll bring you a hot supper.
Oh, we should be a big meadow, honey. Just watch for the dust.
Another biscuit, Mr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am. They're the best biscuits I've ever had.
Thank you.
We need 100 head prime, or near prime.
It's kind of early for roundup, isn't it?
Not when you got money owing and no way to pay. Should have spent the night out here with a rifle.
Yeah. I guess we ought to clean up the mess before whatever cattle are left to cut the ribbons in the wire.
Yeah.
Morning, Mr. Walker. Well, you've had some tough luck, huh? Cattle tore down your new fence.
No. Riders tore it down. Your riders.
No, that's not nice, Mr. Walker. We haven't been this way for some time. Now, you got a new hand, huh? Seems I've seen you someplace before.
We run you off once, Mr. Ben Brown.
What do you want?
I'll get to that. Right now, I'm talking to your new hand. You know, you'd have been a lot wiser if you just kept on riding.
I like it here.
You're on my land. Get off.
Mr. Walker, I've come to make you an offer. Now, you'll be moving your family out shortly, and you'll want some traveling money. Now, you leave that herd right where it is, and I'll give you $500 cash.
Oh, a generous man, isn't he, Mr. Brown? That's about 1/6 of what my herd is worth.
And I'll tell you something, you take it, or you'll regret it.
Get off of my land, Breckenridge.
Paul, please listen to me. It's just not safe for you to go in town alone.
Don't you worry about me, honey. I'll be back early tomorrow. I should be back by noon tomorrow.
You will see the sheriff, won't you?
Oh, all right. It'll be a waste of time, but I'll do it.
All right.
The main reason I'm going, Mr. Brown, I want to get an old friend of mine, Jim Tiller, the Omaha Cattle Company buyer out here when we finish Roundup. Oh, it'll be a help if you'd clean up that mess that Breckenridge made of our fence while I'm gone.
I plan to.
And while I'm in town, I'll try and hire another hand if I can find one who'll work for $10 a month and found. Oh, by the way, if Breckenridge tries anything, it won't be until after dark. And I'd thank you to keep an eye on the house.
Depend on it.
Yeah, Anchor.
Battle axe, we got some work to do. I had to come ask. Man says you're Ben Brown. Looks like you took that bet I offered.
I did.
World's full of surprises. I didn't tell him you weren't Ben Brown. I didn't tell him anything. I just rolled up my bed and rode out.
Why? Can you do the work?
Tickled me at first, working for Cartwright after Cartwright fired me. I met some snakes in my time, but that Breckenridge is the worst. How long you been working here?
Week tomorrow?
Long enough to know what goes on.
Yeah, I heard what happened at the Tumble K.
Pretty fancy stealing goes on in your name. I expect you'll be changing to your Cartwright clothes and slapping Breckenridge with a paycheck.
Well, send the man down the road. To do stealing somewhere else doesn't do much good.
Sounds like you're fixing to slap him in the Iron Hotel. Well, a fella that hides his tracks as cute as he does, that's pretty hard to do.
All I can do is try.
Pretty neat trick if you can do it. Ought to be kind of interesting to watch. You know, a fella that would hire Ben Brown ought to jump at a chance to get a real top hand. I got my shirt, pants, boots, and $21 riding on what you do. I better stick around and take care of my interests.
I'll talk to the boss. I'll put in a word for you.
More coffee, Mr. Walker?
No, thanks.
How's everything?
Peaceful and quiet. Well, I'll go sing him to sleep.
Tired, huh?
Yeah, a little.
You're doing better than I thought you could. Well, it's still a long time till payday.
Well, don't you worry none about me. I just can't wait to see you riding out of here bare as a billiard ball.
Never happened. Long as I got a feather and a blanket. That herd getting spooky, or is it me?
Must be you. see who stampeded the cattle?
Yeah, one rider. He was waving a slicker. I heard others. I'd tell that to the sheriff, and he'd say I was seeing my own shadow. One good thing, though. The cattle won't run far in the dark, and it'll be easy to pick them up tomorrow.
You're not riding them, huh?
I've got to. Jim Tiller will be out here in a few days to buy my cattle.
What you've got to do is go to bed.
I can't.
Don't you worry. We'll have the 100 head waiting in your line when the buyer gets here.
Yeah, no trouble, Mr. Walker. Be an easy day. Well, I say one thing. You volunteer real good.
I didn't hear you backing off.
Couldn't. That Walker's quite a man. Tell you how he got that gimp leg?
No, never mention a word.
When I was over at the North Ranch, I heard it in bits and pieces. Bunkhouse talk. Walker and Breckenridge had a fist fight. Something about poison grass. Walker got in one punch, and then 3 of them jumped him. They gave him a wrecking job and then ran over him with a wagon.
More than one snake over there, a whole nest of them.
They'll be waiting for us.
Yeah, I expect they will.
Well, looks like it's going to be kind of a noisy day tomorrow.
Yeah, could be.
My horse pulled up lame when I came in after the wagon. I'm going to have to ride one of Mr. Walker's. You got any good ones?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he's got one real good working on us. Forgot to tell you about old Battle Axe. He's mean in the morning. Just hates to go to work.
But you rode him yesterday.
So I did.
That old crowbait took me by surprise.
You have to ride my horse, Cactus. Man once told me some men can cut it when the going gets rough, some men can't.
Just one more chance. I'll stick closer to him than his skin.
No, we can't risk it now. We got a roundup to make. Take my horse.
You win this one, Mr. Brown. But it's still a long time till payday. There's 10 we don't have to dig out of the brush.
Cactus? Take a look back there up in the hill.
That's one of the snakes. Tape. Unless my eyesight's failing me. They're waiting for us to fix the fence so they can tear it down again.
Cactus?
Apaches do the same thing. Try to throw the fear into you. They work sometimes. I've seen people run like chickens trying to hide from the shadow of a hawk.
Maybe we ought to give him something to think about.
Yeah? Like what?
Like something noisy. Like the 4th of July. Cactus? You work the North Ranch. How many cattle tanks does this flume supply?
4? They got diversion gates they turn on and off.
Well, if this flume wasn't here, Mr. Breckenridge would have himself somewhat of a problem, wouldn't he?
Yeah. 6 or 7 hours, cattle will be out of water unless Breckenridge and his crew want to carry it over in their hats.
Water wagons, rebuilding this flume, that could keep them busy for quite a while.
You mean you're going to dynamite your own flume?
Ben Cartwright can afford it. And Ben Brown would sure enjoy it.
Yeah. A fine mess of kindling. That'll be harder to put back together than a busted egg.
Yeah. What are you planning on doing with that?
I'm just looking.
That means all hands, cook, chuck wagon to rebuild.
Well, I gotta say one thing about Walker. He's trying. That's more than Charlie King did.
Somebody's trying. I don't think it's Walker.
Brown. I guess I should have hit him twice.
Yeah, you should have shot him.
How many do you make it?
Over 100?
Yeah. And 15 to 20 head down in the lower meadow. We'll pick them up on the way.
No lookouts on the hills. You better go on ahead. I'll trail along behind just in case.
Yeah, all right.
They did it, Paul. It was a lucky day for us when you hired Mr. Brown.
Yes. Yes, it certainly was.
Most of them look good. Did see a few calls.
Not in that herd you didn't.
When you buy cattle for a living, you always see a few calls. Keeps the price lower. In this case, we'll call them all prime, and I'll give you the top dollar.
You're doing, Mr. Brown. You and Cactus got him here. I gotta say thanks.
Well, I'll tell Cactus what you said, but like Cactus did say, it's an easy day.
Signed and sealed, huh?
Yep.
I kind of thought that Breckenridge would try one more stampede before we got him here.
Yeah, so did I. Well, the boss is grateful. Oh, he told me to say that one of these days you might even make top hand.
And one of these days, I might even stay on top of old Battle Axe.
Well, it wouldn't go that far.
I got an itch.
Huh?
Breckenridge ain't one to back off.
No, he ain't. Let's take a look around.
Get it done. They might be back any minute.
Somebody out back.
Somebody out front, too. Drop the guns. There are 3 horses out there. Breckenridge must be in the house.
Don't fret about us. We're gonna get along just fine. There's some pigging strings right in front of you, Mr. Tate. You're gonna tie up Mr. Yoakum. Tight now.
Better blow up that night, Mr. Breckenridge, before you go up in flames.
Take the Yoakum out in the barn, all dressed up like hogs ready for the market. Talking pretty good, too, about who set what fires, who stole whose cattle.
You did real good, Mr. Cartwright.
Oh, what are you talking about?
You heard him. I'm Ben Cartwright.
I don't believe it.
You will. You know, there's some men just can't cut it out where the work is. Some lose their shirt, pants, and boots. You still got a blanket and feather?
Some pretty ugly things about you, but I never thought I'd see the day I'd be saying thank you to Ben Cartwright.
Well, you don't have to say another word. I just want you to know there'll be full payment to you and to Bertha King and anybody else was hurt.
Whenever you're ready.
Time to go. We'll get this rig back to you by the end of the week.
Fine.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, I sure would like to have that battle axe for me. I got a couple of sons I'd like them to meet. Sure. I guess I don't have to tell you. You got your old job back if you want it. Oh, that's mighty generous of you, Mr. Cartwright. Well, I'm glad that's settled then. Well, not quite. Oh? Ah, I see. You want more money, huh? No. I want a different kind of a boss. I want a boss that's not so ornery and crazy and changes his mind all the time. I want a gentleman for a boss. That's the reason I'm throwing in with Mr. Walker. Oh, no hard feelings, Mr. Cartwright. You old coot.